We asked you guys for your questions, and oh my goodness, did you give us your questions. So Ben has a massive list here and he's going to ask us, and we're going to answer to the best of our ability. Let's go.
How far have you travelled?
Where have you come from?
Have you been here before, or is this your first time? That's two. Is this your first time?
Where have you come from? And where did you go? Where do you come from? And then we do the little dance. I use Andrex.
Andrex.
Kleenex, is that a brand? Fuck knows, yeah, I think so.
Andrex if I'm feeling pricey. Normally just like supermarket own brand.
Tomato puree.
Tomato ketchup, for sure, yeah.
Sun-dried.
Ketchup. I don't like tomatoes. It's like spiders, isn't it? I don't particularly like spiders, but I like Spider-Man.
I feel like we're going to have to do a special around it. Like we're going to have to fly out to Turkey or something to get the best barber, and then he will finally accept it.
I would like Lozzie to get a fade within the next 2 years, but I don't think he'll ever get a fade.
I feel like we're going to have to get him highly intoxicated, have a barber on standby, or maybe like one of us learns to like do a fade.
We need something big, maybe 100,000 subs, he might do it, so you need to just subscribe.
We'll have to get him faded first.
Never.
Funny story actually, me and Dan was like looking at doing our own podcast. So we went onto YouTube and was doing a little bit of research. We were just watching some different podcasts. We finished for the day. Dan just leaves his computer going.
YouTube been running all night, and then it was a clip of Happy Hour, and Jordan and Jack and Steve were all on there.
We didn't know like anything about the Happy Hour podcast or any YouTubing or podcast or anything really. And Dan was like, oh my God, that guy's wearing Hobo Jet
T-shirts, and like I reached out to him and he'd ordered from us before.
And we were like, fucking hell, that's so random that it's just come onto that podcast and it's one of the lads wearing our T-shirts. So
I sent him some T-shirts, and then we popped up to London to have a beer. From there that it progressed.
And then obviously Jordan used to be on the Happy Hour podcast, and we just got speaking. Jordan and obviously the Happy Hour decided to go their separate ways. Me and Dan were still like thinking, you know, we'd like to do a podcast at some point. So we linked up, and Jordan's obviously a great host. Like he's very good at talking, and we were like, we need someone to like direct the episodes. Literally first episode we met Loz, we just hit it off. Now we're all lovers.
So Jimmy and Dan reached out when I was on a different podcast to work together, and basically I kept in contact. We decided to come together and do a meal deal documentary where we made some T-shirts. I went out, interviewed everyone about their favourite meal deals, and it was a good time. And then we just stayed in contact, and then the opportunity came up to do this podcast, and so yeah, we made it happen. And as for me and Lozzie, I've known him since college.
I met Jordan at high school when he did I think he did like work experience weirdly at my school, and then we met again at college. And then Dan and Jimmy I met for the first time when we all come and decided to do the podcast.
I think it's like a pyramid scheme. I can't remember the ins and outs, but yeah, that cracked me up. That's funny.
I've actually been watching the podcast, and they kind of go over the episodes in the podcast, which is kind of making me want us to do like an APMA program. I don't know why, but it's like they've got a program and a podcast.
Oh man, I would say when they go to a therapist about the washing up is my favourite episode.
It's going to be one of the Chardy McDennis ones because I just think they're brilliant.
There's so many good ones. The best one is when the gang get a boat. That is literally the best fucking episode ever.
Most definitely.
Absolutely, yeah.
100%.
Absolutely.
I want that to happen. I want that to happen this year.
Love to do that.
Yeah, I'd love to do that. That'd be fucking sweet.
I would want to do loads of them, not just one. I think that'd be brilliant.
It's like, what, 20 degrees is like the go-to, isn't it?
I like it nice and hot.
A nice 22.
I'm probably like 30, 32, 33.
20 degrees.
I like it hot but then colder when I get to bed. Like turn all the heat off.
20 degrees because I don't want to die, but I don't like the heat really that much. I'm a vampire in that, do you know what I mean?
I find him believable, but I still find it in my head hard to comprehend. I wish there was just a little bit more concrete evidence.
I believe him. I believe that he had that job. He is now perhaps using it to his advantage. I've heard that he's got like an app where you can contact aliens and things. So I think he's gone too far, but I think his intentions started out pure.
Interesting dude. Don't know if everything he said is 100% accurate, but he's got some pretty well backed up stories, so.
I don't know. I can't decide. I don't know if he's telling the truth or not. Doesn't seem like he's telling a lie, but then he doesn't seem like he's fully telling the truth. Sorry, Bob, I know you watched the pod, but it's just how I feel about you. Thunderstruck, AC/DC.
The song's called Motivation, and it's a sick. I think it's a guy called Cannon, and it's fucking sick. Yeah, that'd be my water song, yeah.
But it'd have to be the bit when it kicks in, when it's like,
Oh man. Do you know what? I've just recently got into these guys called WTEI. They're like epic orchestral remixes, and there's a song called Survivor. So W2EI Survivor, check out on Spotify.
fun. There's a bit when it kicks in, it'd be a long build up. It'd be like a montage of me like knocking out like pigeons or something, and then I'd come in because I haven't got any previous fights to get my showbill from. But yeah.
Oh, Duel of the Fates. It's gotta be. It's gotta be.
Grant Cardone, Elvis Presley, Neil Armstrong. Yeah, I'll go out of him. I was quizzing a little bit.
I want to go out with the lads. We had a night out, yeah? We hadn't had a proper night out because obviously we got the podcast going. You could come as well. It'd be like 5 of us, you know. We'll invite everyone out. Just get everyone out. Fucking do a live show. Have a big night out.
It would probably be Rob Damiani from Don Broco. He's a really cool guy. Do you know what? I'll throw in MJ just because I want to see his moves on the dance floor. Who else? Who's like a party animal? I don't know, fucking Gordon Ramsay. I haven't got a fucking clue. Yeah, Rob Damiani, Gordon Ramsay and Michael Jackson.
Oh, what, famous? Well, you know, we've got like, what, 6,000 subscribers now, so technically. When do you become famous, guys? Let us know in the comments. At what point is fame, you know?
I'm gonna go for Hitler, just because I just want to see how that guy lets loose. I'd go for, which drug lord should I pick? Let's go for El Chapo. He'll get the night rolling. And who else? Fuck it, I'll take Stevie G with me.
But yeah, probably like Leonardo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt. But then again, if I go out with them, I'm gonna look like a right minger, ain't I? Next to them. I don't know. Fuck it, I would like to go out with Leo. That would be fucking sick. Just Leo. Oh, just Leo by himself. Yeah. To be fair, he could like, just by having him, he could then bring out loads of people, couldn't he?
Oh, fuck.
Matrix. First one, yeah, first Matrix.
Wolf of Wall Street. I like Leonardo DiCaprio, by the way, guys. He's fucking cool, isn't he?
And I would have to go for The Accountant with Ben Affleck. I watched it again the other day and it's fucking brilliant.
I love Tarantino films, so I'm probably gonna put Pulp Fiction there. Professionally homeless.
I'd like to be a music producer. My genre's changed so much, so obviously like when I was young I was heavy into my grime, but obviously being like a 33-year-old grime producer from like Bournemouth, it's not like cool, is it? I don't think anyone's gonna want a collab, so DJ Jimmy coming soon.
Good question. It's hard for me to answer because I've done so much different stuff in the past that it could range from anything. I could be doing something with the military to some sort of business stuff. So I've got a very checkered CV.
I would imagine I'd be doing something with my degree, so probably a physiotherapist or a sports psychologist.
I think we're in a simulation. I keep saying that, it's gotta be that. We're in a simulation.
Epstein didn't kill himself, most definitely.
I can take them all with a pinch of salt, if I'm honest.
I mean, a lot of them really. No, a lot of them are pretty much. I believe in all of them, to be honest with you.
Like one that probably the most credible about the Titanic, that it was actually another ship.
If I'd have said to you guys about COVID, pre-COVID, everyone would have been like, you're mad. But then it all kicked off and everyone was like kept indoors and shit. And that was crazy. And I'm not saying that is a conspiracy, I'm just saying like the actual control. Like they have control over us completely. They could just say, right, you're only allowed to eat pizzas now on. That's it, that's all anyone can eat. And like, they could make that happen. Pizzagate.
What is that, man?
That's a good question. No one fucking knows. I don't know.
We don't know yet. We don't know.
Obviously APMA is allegedly, possibly, maybe, and then the A is for Army, which no one really knows, so still asks. That's what it stands for.
APMA is a bunch of guys trying to have a good time. I think, yeah. Yeah.
It's a podcast. It could be like clothing brand, TV show. It can go anywhere, can it? It can literally go into any direction. Let us know what you want us to do. You know, we can do anything. We have the ability, we've got the team to do anything. We'll know when the time comes.
5/4 lads. I see 4 lads on that you can see, and then 1 behind the camera and editing. Just having fun, really. Not taking ourselves too seriously and just doing what we enjoy. Like, we do this because we enjoy it and we love it. That's as deep as it goes.
It's a collective, it's an army, it's a group of people. We're all one. You know what I mean? We make the content, but you're as much part of APMA as we are. We were playing beer pong, someone swapped out beer and put Southern Comfort in a jug, and I lost.
Oh man. We know about my blackout. I mean, I've blacked out many times, so waking up not knowing where I am, what city I'm in. I've woke up in some state.
Reading Festival, I couldn't tell you what year because it was that bad. If you'd have asked me my name, I wouldn't have been able to tell you. And that was just alcohol as well, there was no drugs involved.
I was very drunk on New Year's Eve. It was on the old champagne. I don't do champagne again. That stopped me from getting proper battered that night. I was threatening much larger humans than myself. I think I ended up getting punched in a taxi. Do anything. Can literally do anything. What do you want to see? What do people actually want? If we release it, what will you buy? Let me know in the comments, because I can make anything.
So we want to go for like complementary to what we're doing. So if we're going to do an exploration video, it might be a backpack, something like that. I personally had an idea for a t-shirt. I'd love to know your guys' thoughts. Last time we did a drop, I did the cream on cream. I'd like to do a t-shirt. It's a black t-shirt with a black embroidered APMA on it. So it's like you have to kind of look to even realise that it's branded.
We've got something in the works. It's a little bit of a take on something that we've already released before, like a different design, but from a design that we already have, kind of changing that. So maybe you'll see that soon.
We've definitely got some new merch to bring you guys. We're looking at like not just clothing, some other stuff like backpacks and different things. As we progress with Hobo Jack and build those contacts, then APMA benefits from that as well. So we'll always have cool stuff coming out. Watch your space.
I reckon they're going to push for promotion. I feel like something's happening at that club. I think it's coming together.
They're going to get promoted. That's how much I believe.
Yeah, I still think they're losing quite a lot. I don't know how the Pats got on. Hopefully they've improved. Let's go middle, because I know they're at bottom.
Mid-table. Yeah, we're not quite there yet, unfortunately.
Yes.
It's what people want. You just got to let us know. We can do anything. You can do anything.
Possibly. Again, we've got loads of stuff going on with like a move and everything, and once we're logistically sorted out, then yeah, nothing's out of reach.
I'd personally love to. When we did it initially, the response was absolutely amazing. We had so many things going on, it was hard to keep up with. But I feel like, especially when APMA grows, if we can get more staff and things like that to just take control of that sort of stuff, then there's absolutely no reason why not. Most definitely.
I don't know if there is really a story. I think it's just a cool drawing someone did and we liked it.
I don't know. Yeah, he was designed for us as a package with loads of other different characters and stuff. And obviously it was the army theme. I mean, it's cool drawing, it's cool design, and we all liked it.
We felt like that the clothing needed like a character. But like I say, we've changed so much with all the clothing and the branding and everything of the podcast. I think we need to bring Sergeant APMA back in and get him a little bit more involved.
The APMA thing was originally something that I came up with on my channel, Leisurely Possibly Maybe, and then I wanted to utilise that into an audience, so I added Army onto it. When I got together with Dan and Jimmy and Lozzie, we were throwing the ideas together for what APMA was to begin with, we had this idea of obviously really utilising the Army element, and so when it came to making like a brand package and how we were going to take the brand forward, we kind of went for, as you'll see in some of our older merch, and a very like big army presence thing. So yeah, there was just a tiger with a helmet on, which we really loved.
Future.
Past.
I think I'd go forward, definitely. No point in going back.
Do you have to do it? Or can I just stay where I am? I'll just stay, I'm happy, mate. I'm good. I'll stay where I am. I don't need to go back and change anything. Maybe that night out. But then again, you need negative and bad things to happen in your life in order to discipline yourself for the future. That was fucking good, wasn't it? You like that? That was like some fucking Gary Vee shit.
I do, you know, then Back to the Future, I'd just go back and like get some lottery numbers. I wouldn't go too far back. With all that stuff, I was thinking about like my kids and stuff, so they would always be in my life. I'd probably go back there a couple of months, get some lottery tickets, and then bank a bit more cash.
Maybe I'd like go back to like Arsenal actually winning a league. Because let's face it, it ain't happening anytime soon, is it? So it'd be good to like go back and just watch like Thierry Henry in his absolute prime, just banging in goals. Like just, you know, when he got the ball from Tottenham's half and he just literally demolished the whole team. Literally went through them like Moses went through the Red Sea and just fucking banged it in and just destroyed Tottenham, and just there was nothing left of them.
Contrary to my previous answer, I'd go back in time because there's nothing for me to go forward in time to. This is getting difficult. So I'll go back to the start of World War II, sorry, see if I can prevent it. You know what I mean?
I'd go to the year 3000, see if Busted were right or not. I have a feeling that we're not all underwater, but we shall see.
I know it's a recent video, but I did really like the food challenge, just the day and just the whole vibe of that day. It felt like that's where APMA's going. That just got my brain going. I was like, there's so much cool shit that we're going to be able to do.
I love the specials, love getting out and about. I love the camping, that was quality. And just recently, the food challenge was brilliant. The raft base, love that. So yeah, getting out and about is the one for me.
I still feel like to this day, that camping trip, it was just really cool. But more so when we were winding down. So like when we were all just sat around the fire, just staring at it, I thought that was just awesome.
My favourite part was just how quick all of us got the chemistry right and we just clicked straight away. Literally, I'd met Jimmy and Dan for about 2 minutes before we started doing the pod, so.
Pink gin and lemonade.
Weirdly at the minute, I'm into Guinness and I'm into non-alcoholic Becks.
You can't beat a cold Corona. I don't know what it is about the Corona bottle. It's such a good bottle. Corona bottle is it's very Tesla. You know what I mean? It's very flowing, whereas the other bottles are very light.
I do like a beer, do like cider, but I'd say Blue Moon beer, Belgian beer, that's my go-to.
We've got some stuff in the pipeline for that we're gonna double down on. Been quite difficult past few months because we had studio change in season 2 and then we're potentially moving building and stuff, so.
Once the podcast grows, where we can do like more live events and just events and stuff, it'd be nice to be able to really give back on like a really personal level. Obviously all the VIPs can get like better access than non-VIPs. All those people that have been subscribing and stuff, it'd be good to give back to them first. It's still early days. I think we just need to focus on giving as much as we can now, and then obviously, you know, as it grows, and we can really give back to everyone.
We want to do loads of stuff for the VIPs. It's just trying to actually put it in motion, but we've got stuff that we want to do, whether it be exclusive pods, live pods, There's definitely stuff in the pipeline that we have got for VIPs.
As some of the VIPs are a year now, do a year special t-shirt, and I think we're going to go down the monthly live stream route as opposed to the monthly episode route. So live streams, and maybe, I haven't discussed this with everyone, but a year, I know we've discussed a year shirt would be quite cool.
Highlight of my life, fucking hell.
Highlight of my life.
Wow. Well, being in Ellen Road a couple of weeks ago, watching Leeds get the winner in the 96th minute against Norwich was quite special for me personally, because I despise Norwich City Football Club. But
joining APMA. I've always wanted to do a podcast. I've waited a long time to do it, and this was the right opportunity, and with a great bunch of people.
probably the day that I realised that YouTube was just my job by default. Like there was a period where I became a full-time content creator, but it was still, I was in like fucking survival mode, you know, it's like money is coming very sparsely. But once I cracked that and I've got a solid structure now financially and everything's sound, like this is just my life now. I feel like when I did that, because that was something that I always set out to do and I managed to do it. So yeah, I'd say when it sunk in that actually, yeah, this is your life now.
I don't know, my life is a highlight, mate. It's just fucking, but being born. Yeah, being born, that was pretty good.
Gotta be my girls. Like being, yeah, my girls are everything to me. How big's a pile of gold?
I don't like gold, so I'd rather meet an alien.
Gold all day, yeah, it's like the aliens. Bob Lazar met some aliens, he ain't balling, is he?
I'd rather find a pile of gold, because then possibly I could fund the eventual search and finding of aliens.
It depends what the alien's like. If he's fucking, is he gonna kill me? Is he gonna have a chat? Can I film it? I'd love to meet an alien, but I don't want to die. Gold's safe, innit? Nice big pile of gold. On the basis of just those two questions, I'll probably just go for the gold.
You've got no fans. That is just class, isn't it? That's the best one. Yeah, the Wellstone Raider.
Don't know. I'm trying to think of.
It's an old one, but it's classic. A guy gets hit by a bus, he then like shakes it off. I just love that.
Oh man.
Is a Tom Scar sketch of Baby with a Gun. Don't know if you've seen it, it's very funny.
I'm a bit of a sucker for like inspirational videos, you know, like little quotes. I like Matthew McConaughey, he does some really good like quotes about life and some good speeches. So I watch a few of his. He's got a really good video. He's giving a talk to a university. I think it's like 12 rules that he kind of follows, and I really like that. It's probably one of my best videos.
My least favourite episode was the motivational one that we did, because it's absolutely fine, it's a good episode, but it didn't go the way that I hoped it would. So for me, it was a slight disappointment.
So on worst one, I can't, is it a Halloween one? There's one where we just, you know, life's not always perfect, you don't always get on, but I can't remember what it was something small, I think. The just vibes weren't happening, so it wasn't a great episode. It was nothing major, it wasn't an argument, yeah, it just didn't feel very good. But we've been doing this for like a year and a half. Out of all the good, I can only ever remember like one where it wasn't great, but 99% of the time, like we all do this because we love it.
Worst one, Christmas special, you absolutely fucked it. Just the sounds. I think that was the biggest disappointment, because that was, what can you do, eh?
My least favourite episode was the one we did with DJ Luck and MC Neat, purely because I just didn't really get the kind of vibe what we were going for with that episode. I still think it was a good idea to do it, but I just don't think it come out how we 100% wanted it to.
I would say my favourite episode was the first conspiracy one we did, where I lost my shit with the flat earth fucking parachute thing. It's just still so funny to me.
I loved the nostalgia ones, because it's like, I love collecting stuff. It's back to like when you're young, and like all the retro stuff. I love collecting all that.
I'll tell you what, I really liked the DB Cooper one that was recently. That one, I did not know about that story. That was fucking epic.
My favourite one, the first Halloween one we did, where we all did our own costumes on a budget. I think that was quality.
I'd say Newquay, definitely, in Cornwall.
I'm a massive sucker for Australia. The East Coast. Broome is a really nice place.
It's probably York.
Mate, it can't beat Bournemouth. It is the fucking spot. I love Bournemouth. That's why I live there. If there was somewhere better, I'd be there. But there's not, so.
Jake Gyllenhaal, most definitely.
I'd have to go with someone cool, because why wouldn't you want someone cool playing you? Leo, I love Leo DiCaprio, he's fucking a legend. Yeah, him.
Leo, just because obviously the resemblance in looks. Whatever film he's in, it's usually a banger, isn't it? Obviously I'd want my film about me to be a banging film.
I'd say Zach Galifianakis, I think he's hilarious. Or someone stupid like maybe Donald Trump, out of the box. Excluding potatoes. I can't even say sweet potato. No. Oh, fuck. Broccoli.
I love cauliflower cheese. I'm not massively a fan of cauliflower, but if you add the cheese on, like that's my favourite.
I like a roast carrot.
Like carrots. I've got time for carrots, but I'm not I'm not going to go munching on carrots raw. I'm not that mental.
I like sprouts. Yeah, man, a bit of bacon, a bit of salt. Yeah, boy.
AC/DC, definitely. Yeah, they're the bollocks.
Bon Jovi.
I did like the kind of Human League, kind of like techno pop stuff was good.
I love a bit of old school Tina Turner. I'm a private dancer.
Alive, Alex Jones, without a doubt, Alex Jones. Dead, Heath Ledger. Yeah, that'd be good.
I get Elvis Presley for their person. He's just cool as fuck. Alive, someone like that's just unobtainable. You get Putin on and tell him to fucking stop all his madness. Just grill him down and be like, look mate, what's going on? You got an hour therapy session with us. Vent out and then let's sort it out. I'll have a chat with you for an hour and let's get it sorted. Let's stop the war.
One dead, again, Hitler. I ain't got an obsession with him. I just think there's a lot of questions you need to ask that man. One alive, I'd probably say, fuck it, let's go for Messi. He's an absolute fucking wonder.
Eddie Hearn, I love Eddie Hearn. People be like, why Eddie Hearn? Dead. Oh, fucking, I'd have to get Michael Jackson on there and probe him a little bit about the whole Neverland situation. He likes to be probed.
Fuck. I'll go for the homeless option. Fuck it.
Oh, fuck. I'm not going to be Hitler. I'll go for the homeless one. I'll take my time being homeless and hope someone gives me some money.
Maybe like a slight freedom with the being homeless thing. You haven't got anything, but you also haven't got anything to lose. Just something that I've learned that like, the more stuff you get in life, that actually it can be a little bit of a burden because you're afraid to lose it.
I'll take homeless all day over being Hitler. I've been almost homeless. I mean, that's where the hobo thing comes from. I've run out of money and had nowhere to stay many times.
Probably my car crash. Did explain it on one of the podcasts. Yeah, crashed my car, train hit the car. I wasn't scared for my own life. I was just scared that if anyone else died, that would be like the worst thing ever. Like people losing life because of me. Nothing worse than that.
When I was in a crash in a car, it wasn't a very high speed crash, but I still did fear a little bit for my life.
When I was 17, I got appendicitis. I could have died, so that weren't great.
My daughter ran off once in Centre Parks in a swimming place and we couldn't find her. That's the scariest I can think of.
I had sleep paralysis and basically a little demon came in and like fucking sat on my back and I couldn't move. And then I woke up. It was a bit of a dream, but it scared the shit out of me.
I don't know about a weirdest dream, but I sometimes have nightmares about my teeth getting smashed, and that was fucking horrible.
Recurring dream that I joined the army for a second time, and I'm in basic training, and I'm like, I've done this already, and I'm going through basic training, and I'm like, why am I doing it again? Like, what? I've done it. Like,
it's kind of a dream / sleep paralysis. I don't know what the fuck was happening, but I ended up trying to cut sharks in half with a samurai sword.
Quite a lot of episodes in there, so it's not the worst thing in the world.
Oh man, I mean, I don't like Friends, but I think I'd rather that than nothing at all. So I'll go for Friends.
Nothing at all.
Friends, because Friends is better than no Friends. It's not my favourite, but I'm proper into it at the moment. Limp Bizkit. Yeah, rolling.
I'll probably say Post Malone at the moment.
I've got back into Arcane Roots, RIP. They're no longer a band anymore, but they're quality.
All time, I'd probably have to go Guns N' Roses. I'm fucking up there. Or Eminem. And I'd go with Eminem.
I think Wheels, personally.
We've done this, haven't we? And I just don't know. Yeah, I mean, I'm leaning towards Wheels, but I could be swayed. If someone comes at me with a door fact, I don't know, is the honest answer. Come at me with some facts.
Oh mate, there's 100% more wheels.
This is the most clear-cut fucking answer. There's more wheels. There's no way there's more doors in the world than wheels. Everything that's designed to move pretty much has wheels. Oh, okay.
I reckon I could have an ostrich this big, yeah. That's the biggest, I think, yeah.
I'd like to wrestle a baby bear. I mean, the Russians wrestle bears, don't they? I'm deceivingly strong. Like I've done like wrestling for MMA before, and like you have a little ring and you got to wrestle it out. And I've wrestled out guys a lot bigger than me in the ring, so I reckon I could take like a decent sized baby bear. I'd like to have a go. Yeah, maybe we should do that as a special. Get a little MMA wrestling going.
I think I could probably take something like an elephant. I probably could. My reasoning is, if I pick something like a tiger or a lion, I'm gonna get fucked up straight away. But an elephant, it's got to fucking either stamp on me or grab me with its trunk and try and fucking eat me or something. So I think, given enough time, resources, I could probably take down an elephant.
I reckon I could take a giraffe. But like you're saying, I could take it anywhere I want. So I reckon if I had a chainsaw and I jumped with the chainsaw, I could chop its head clean off. Because it's only got a thin neck, isn't it? And it's quite long. And if you fucking took that out, or like a samurai sword, or just come down and just giraffe. I don't want to do this, obviously. I'm just saying if I had to, if there's a giraffe like fucking, you know, attacking my family in the future, then yeah, I would fucking pull out my samurai sword and fucking behead it.
So there we go, guys. That was 42 questions with APMA. I hope you enjoyed. Like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you very soon.